Assalamu alaikum. Peace be upon you. Shalom to everybody. L'chaim. I know it took some time for me to get back with you guys, but I've been really trying to work on my art and my effort to try to explain this thing to you, man. This serious thing about this book. This 100 things that you should know about jail, man. It's really a masterpiece. My brother, Darren Swan, aka Timeless Thomas, really put his heart and soul into this book here, man. You know, and I'm not doing this for any likes or any views or anything like that, man. But it would be, grateful, and it would also be a asset to yourself if you were to like and subscribe to my channel, man. I'm new to this thing. I'm just starting out, but I want to, give you an update and let you know, man, that something like this, man, is definitely a masterpiece for your household. The last time I left you guys, man, I gave you a little introduction on what this book was about. And my brother, he's not a college, college graduate or anything like that. He don't have all these different degrees on his wall as far as, the street life, because the street life, you don't need those type of things. All you need is, the things that you go through, the struggle, the experience, the things that you live, the things that you have done. And we have done it all, believe me. Prison is not a beautiful place. It's not a place a person needs to be. It's a whole different world. But sometimes misfortunes happen, man. And, we have to go inside, man, and have to learn our lessons, our valuable lessons, man. Some people get it and some people don't. So, the last time I left you off, man, I gave you an introduction of what this book was going to be about. So now we jump to being in the prison when you finally get transferred from the police precinct and you go to the prison. You're in the prison, you're in there with snakes, Uncle Toms, thugs, fake thugs, killers, fake killers, snitches, rats, coons, Aryan Nation, all kinds of people you're in there with, and you're now in another holding tank, and the one you went into now is a lot more crowded. Now this is going to be a bigger atmosphere that you're going to be inside of, and you've been transported from the precinct to the county jail, and then your bail has been set. So now you got to understand that there are some decisions that you have to make. Are you going to get a reality checkup from the neck up, or are you going to fold? Because there's always informants inside the tanks that you're in, inside the cell that you're in. You never know who you're going to come across. This is the importance of keeping your mouth quiet and keeping your mouth shut when you're in a certain situation, when you're locked up. Because a person will befriend you, man, to get information out of you, and then next thing you know, you're getting called to court way before your court date, and this guy's on the stand. Or this guy's going to court with you too, and you're like, what is this dude doing? This guy's going to court with me too. And you go in the courtroom, and this guy done took the stand on you. Everything you done told him or talked to him about, he's repeating back to the prosecutor. This is why it's a no-no. This is why you have to keep your mouth quiet when you're in there and keep your case to yourself and don't talk about nobody else's case or don't talk about your case to nobody. You're in this little small space, man. Most holding tanks are very small, Some as small as 12 feet by 12 inches, Standing room only. Everybody's in there. You got people in there stinking, people in there hungry, people in there going through dope sickness, people in there, singing and rapping and beating and making all kind of noise, and you're trying to concentrate on your case. You're trying to concentrate on what's going on with inside your soul. You're missing your family. You're missing your girl. This dude is in your ear talking. You don't want to hear it. It's just a big mishap, man. And right at that moment is when you come to a crossroad in your life, man. And you make a decision like, do I want this for myself, man? Or do I want to go home to my family, man, and stay home? So then it comes to the point where you got to do what you got to do, man, to get what you got to get. And a lot of people don't play fair, man. you know, and then you get, your name get called, and then you get transferred upstairs onto a pod. Now on these pods, man, you got maybe about 30 cells with 3 people to a cell in some jails, and 2 people to a cell in some jails. And you first come in, you got your little bag with you, your little, your little fake county soap, your little skippers. They done took your sneaks off you. You know what I mean? You got your little white laundry bag with your hard bristle towel that feel like cement when you dry yourself off. You know what I'm saying? This is the first phase of you coming in before your family can come visit you or send you any money or anything like that. Unless you're coming with some money, you have to wait the following week in order to go to the store so that you can get yourself some better stuff. Now you're in the cell. They may put you in the cell with a guy who committed a heinous act. He may have raped 4 kids and killed an old lady. Or he might be a serial killer. So when you come in that cell, still same rules apply, man. You stay to yourself. You don't say nothing. You know what I mean? You don't ask him about his case, and you don't talk about your case. You feel that you got to feel the atmosphere out and see what's going on, but you got to stand your ground. Because if you don't stand your ground, a lot of you dudes out there, man, or out here right now, man, that's so-called killers and so-called, big bosses and all that kind of stuff, man. Watch yourself in there, man. You're going to become a Maytag or somebody's woman, man. And that's the reality of the situation. I don't care how tough you think you are. You go in there, you ain't got no guns, man. You don't got no guns. All you got is your hands, man. These. You got to know how to rumble. You understand what I'm saying? That's what you got to know how to do. Because if you don't, you're going to be taken advantage of. So when the door's cracked, the first time you come out the cell, you might see buddies that you ain't seen in a while, buddies, people you don't want to see. Everybody's running to the phone. Everybody, is trying to hear the television, but people are banging and rapping and talking. You can't hear on the phone. And then you might wind up getting a little frustrated, man. You know what I mean? This is where you got to learn how to keep your cool. You got to learn how to keep your cool when you're in that situation because you're still going to court. You know what I mean? And, believe me, the judge is going to try to find out how you're behaving in jail, if you get any write-ups or anything like that, if you're a smart ass, if you're a hard-nosed guy, all that goes in front of the judge, and they will, review your case, man, and it plays a part in what, what they're going to really do to you. You know what I'm saying? Depending on the crime that you committed. Now, you're in there. If you have a bail, then you may be waiting on your bail to be posted or something like that. Or you know what I mean? Waiting to get out of jail, you know what I mean? Or you may be waiting to go to the preliminary hearing so they can, find you guilty or not guilty or whatever, or see what kind of evidence they got against you, and you might be waiting to go home. But then again, you may have committed a crime, and it may be a first-class felony or something like that where your bail was high, and then you got to sit. So if you have to sit, now you got to try to fight your case from the inside, meaning you have to get a lawyer visit. You know what I mean? Get your family, to get to know your page. You can come in and talk to you and try to get your case gathered up and see what kind of defense you're going to use when you go in front of these people, man. Because this is really not no joke. It's really not no joke when you go inside of a place like that. Now, my brother be trying to sell this book, man. You know what I mean? When he had his stand and everything. And a lot of times people will come up there and be like, oh, man, I don't need no book like that. I don't need to learn how to go to nothing about no jail. Or I've been to jail 1,000 times. I don't need nobody to teach me how to go to jail. Man, listen. That's not what it's about. The book was written so that you can know about everything that goes on. Your son or something may do something, may be a misfortune situation where he may have done something and he may have to go to prison. And because you've been there, but your son never been there. So you can read this book and then give it to your son. Your son can read it, then he'll remember. You know what I mean? When he's get put in a situation that he may have to go to prison, he done already read the book. And he doesn't know how to conform to where he don't make that experience a hard experience for him. This is all that my brother Darren is trying to do, man. A.K.A. Yorkie D, A.K.A. Big DZ. That's all he's trying to show you, man. It's all he's trying to give you in this book is to give you the tools and the essentials and the outlook of what to do in case you may be in a situation like that. I mean, even if you're a dude that don't commit crimes and you don't plan on going to jail, it's still something to know about what's going on. I'm sure you may have some homies or some uncles or something like that that may be incarcerated. This will give you an inside look on what's going on inside of there, man, because you don't plan on going in there, but you'll know what your people's is going through in there, man. You know, um, I told you guys I was gonna make my, my uploads, brief as I can because I know people's attention spans sometimes are not that long, you know, and after a while people think that that you're babbling or anything like that. But I'm not, I'm trying to give you, the $1 million worth of game, like my man say, $1 million worth of game. You know what I mean? Gilly the Kid. You know what I'm saying? This is the real $1 million worth of game. Learn how to conform in there or learn how to not go there. So this is what we're trying to do. Now, I know it's been a while since I posted my last post, and I said that I was going to get back with you, and it's been a minute. But today's my birthday, man, and I took some time out of my day to post this, you know what I mean, because of my care and my concern for the next man. You know what I mean? I'm 51 today, man. God has blessed me to make it to see 51 years old, man, and I'm very grateful for it. You know what I mean? Guys, please subscribe and like my uploads, man, because I'm trying to start out, man, and do something good, do something and give back. So I need you guys, man, to support me as much as you can. If you wind up clicking on here, man, you looking at it and you like, oh, I know him, or you looking at it and you start getting interested in it, click it, like, and subscribe to it. It'll help me out as well as help you out, man. The next time that I come on here, man, I'm going to be posting again soon. I can't really give you a particular date, but as my posters come along, you'll start seeing my, posters getting better. You know what I mean? I'll start getting a little bit more equipment and stuff like that, man, where things will be a little bit better, you know what I mean, and, a YouTuber's, experience that you're going to have when you come on here. But me, I like the originality of my page. I ain't got the music playing and the spectacular fireworks and the spectacular intro and all that, because I'm just keeping it raw and gritty, man, and coming to you live and direct and real. This ain't nothing that was recorded a week ago. I'm talking to you today, September the 15th, 2022. 101 things you should know about jail. And don't forget, on the back part of the book, he also has 50 questions you should ask someone that's returning from prison. Very important, man. So, until next time, man, peace and blessings, man. Check on your folks. Stay humble. Do what you can to try to avoid the pitfalls of the world. You know what I mean? Stay strong, man. And until next time, man, peace and blessings. Assalamu alaikum to my Muslim brothers and sisters. I'll see you next time. Peace.